You. What's going on? What's going on? We in the building. I'm gonna throw this shit away real quick. Get a couple people. Yo. We in the building. We in the building. Yes, sir. Tyrese the GOAT. What's going on? What up? What up? Look at that big ass cookie. Look at that big ass cookie. Yeah. We get into them. What up, Tito? Tito. What up, my boy? Hit me up on the side after this, bro. I ain't talked to you in a while. Notes. What up? Just got touched down the crib. Was catching on with you. Yeah. I just finished with Southpaw. Now I'm gonna do my own John. Dawood, what's going on? I just seen him on Southpaw channel. What's up? Junior Knight. What's up? Talk to me. The people. Talk to me. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I mean? But really good shit shaking up in this boxing world, man. All facts. All right, let's get this started. Dawood, good year of boxing. That's facts. Let's get it started. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. I'm back in the building, man. Back with some more boxing talk. You know what I mean? We got a few things that we're going to talk about tonight. Specifically, I want to talk about the Navarrete-Valdez fight first. Start talking about Canelo's, future fights on his 3-fight PBC card. And then we're going to talk about Wilder and Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Notes. We getting better every day, Mark. Yeah, that's a fact, man. And your support is making me better. So thank you. Ray, what up? Stop Motion MMA. That's my guy right there. What up? Junior Knight, happy with what you're doing with the youth. Yo, bro, I give back to the youth consistently, man, because when I was young, there wasn't nobody I really looked up. Like, I had my father, I had my mom, but, like, in terms of, like, people that was, like, around to, like, guide me in, like, sports or any type of stuff like that, it wasn't that much role models in the hood, you know what I mean? So when we opened a gym in the neighborhood I grew up in, I felt like it was meant for me to do. You know what I mean? There was a lot of kids that I took under my wing that didn't have the best backgrounds, and it paid off. You know what I mean? So there's that. And Tito's one of them. Tito that's right here, he's one of them. You know what I mean? He had a troubled background just like myself. You know what I mean? He could have easily resorted to going down the wrong path, and he didn't. He listened to the people that was around him, and he was one of the smart ones, man. He actually listened and went down the right path, and it's paying off. Chris is another one of my fighters right here. You know what I mean? We were just chopping it up, talking about life and all that. And Chris just won his fight a couple weeks ago. Phenomenal fighter, bro. Phenomenal fighter. He has a whole lot of talent. When a lot of people didn't want to train him or like pretty much gave up on him, I knew that he was somebody who could actually do something. I never gave up on Chris. Stay focused, Tito. Yeah, facts. I think Wilder is going to abuse Joshua for the simple fact that Joshua has no head movement. That's a fact. It don't even got to be an overhand. All Wilder got to do is shoot it straight. You know what I mean? And that'll be that. You know what I mean? Hold on real quick. These fucking cats making all this fucking noise. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm about to put burnout in this bitch. But I checked out Oscar Valdez's and Navarrete's fight last night, and I was wrong yet again, bro. I was wrong yet again. I don't know what the fuck has been going on with my predictions lately, because I will rarely get predictions wrong. Even if I rooted for the underdog, I was usually right. But these past, like, Nayu anyway, Spencer Crawford, and now this fucking fight, I've gotten all the predictions wrong, bro. That goes to show you how unpredictable the sport of boxing is. You know what I mean? It's like you can't really be too confident in your answer, because that shit could really turn around and bite you in the ass. You know what I mean? The real deal, what's going on? Yeah, Valdez has 2 losses in a row. 2 losses in a row. Shakur Stevenson and I thought he fought Adam Lopez though. I thought he fought Adam Lopez and beat him. Nah, he came back, and then he's 1-2 in his last 3. The boxing update. Why y'all be hating on Canelo? Would you like to come on the show and tell me how I'm hating on Canelo? Would you like to come and join this live and tell me how I'm hating on Canelo? Or you just want to talk on this chat? Let me know what you want to do, because I'll invite you on if you feel like talking. We could definitely talk amongst the people. Anything can happen in boxing. That's facts. Junior Knight, same here, fam. I've been wrong. My last fight. Yeah, bro. I thought Valdez had the skill set to really take advantage of Navarrete's flaws, but what ended up happening was you could see that there was a clear size difference. Like, Navarrete is a big dude. Navarrete is big for that weight class, man, and his volume, his pressure. What? Can I be a mod, sir? I don't even know how to do that shit yet. So once I figure that out, I'll definitely start getting moderators. But yeah, I don't really know how to do that right now. I gotta figure all that out. Yeah, he beat Adam Lopez. They rematched and he won a unanimous decision. So yeah. But Navarrete, his size and his volume and his overall power just seemed to bother Valdez. Valdez was trying his best. Obviously, he a dog. He not gonna take no for an answer. So he kept trying to find different solutions. But I just think that he was just all wrong for Valdez. You know what I mean? The pressure that he was putting on, the unorthodox combinations. Like his combinations aren't easy to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, you be thinking he gonna throw a regular combination. He might throw that weird uppercut that he throws out of nowhere to put a right hand behind it. He's real unpredictable, and to prepare for somebody Navarrete has to be extremely difficult, because I doubt you're gonna find any sparring partners who fights like that man. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to study a whole lot of tape. If you can't find any sparring partners on Navarrete, you're gonna have to study a whole lot of tape and pretty much just visualize fighting this man and how to neutralize this man's weapons. Because in all honesty, if you think you're gonna find some sparring that's gonna match Navarrete's fighting abilities, then you got another thing coming. You know what I mean? Let me see. His uppercut, his uppercut is a problem, and it's really hard to time. It's hard to see, and it's hard to time, and it's hard to prepare for it. It's hard to defend it, in all honesty, because you don't know where that shit is going. Then drop the link, Goofy. All right, I'll send you it. How the fuck you do that? How you do this? You ain't gonna be talking to me crazy. Y'all your fucking mind. How you do it? Post comment. How you do this shit? I'm just trying to figure it out right now. So I'm about to send you the link right now. Can I do this shit? This dude talking crazy. Yeah, he talking real crazy. Calling me a goofy, but you would never say that to my face, though. I guarantee you wouldn't. Well, my bad, y'all. I ain't trying to be quiet right now. I'm just trying to get. I don't know how to do this shit, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. I got it right here, my brother. Let's see you talk that shit in person. Well, this ain't in person, but you get what I'm saying. There it go right there. There go that link right there. I'm gonna be waiting for you. Talking about drop the link, goofy. That shit get you knocked the fuck out in person. Mm-hmm. That link for anybody else that want to stop in too. Anybody else want to get on and talk? The link there. You know what I mean? There you go. Emotional like a female, facts. But anyway, the size, the pressure, and the volume was all wrong for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is the record high right here. I never had this many people on the live at one time, so I appreciate everything, man. I think we got up to 20. Like, subscribe, man. Check in with Mazuma TV, people. But Navarrete, man, had too much for Valdez. Valdez got some speed. He got some power. You know what I mean? He could be explosive at times. He got a good left hook. But it just wasn't enough against him, man. He just had too much. From a skill set standpoint, he wasn't overmatched, but it was just too many things going on. I got a bigger platform than you. You a little boy to me. All right, so why the fuck you on here then? The fuck?
What up, bro?
You know
Hey, you got beef with somebody?
Hold on.
You get me?
Say that again.
You got beef with somebody on your channel already?
Yeah, some dude called the Boxing Update. You know who this is?
It's a fake account, bro. I just blocked him on my. He made his account like today. It's a kid, bro. It's an Inuit fan.
He's a fucking weirdo because he over here talking about I got a bigger platform than you, a little boy. But why the fuck you on my channel then if you got a bigger platform?
Bro, he has 0 followers. He just made it shit today. I blocked that guy when he was on ours, bro. Hey, bro.
You're fucking goofy, bro. I'm about to block his dumb ass.
Yeah, he's a straight goof true, bro. Just block his ass, bro. Cause all he gonna do is come back with another account. Yeah, bro. I tapped into your page right now. I'm like, man, you argue with somebody already, man. You already got drama on your page. But you know what? Drama is a good thing, bro. Because it lets you know they're watching. You know what I'm saying? You pissing off somebody. And that's a good thing, bro. I just thought I'd tap in, bro, and say, God bless you, bro. I wish you all the success on this channel, man. You got great takes. You a lot more patient than me. I got no patience for nobody. I block people. And in person, I would have let those guys finish one sentence. In person, they wouldn't finish a sentence, bro. As soon as they utter one little word out their mouth, bro, they finna wake up. Somebody gonna have to wake them up. But I'm going, hey, I'm trying to be positive, you know what I'm saying? All right, bro, I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
Yep, holler at you. That's my fucking guy right there, man. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about Southpaw. A lot of people don't like Southpaw, but I'll tell you right now. One of the most genuine dudes that I've met in the boxing world. One of the most supportive dudes that I've met in the boxing world. I never met this man in person, but he's more supportive than people that I grew up with. So that speaks volumes on who Southpaw is behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Real good dude. I think he real misunderstood, in all honesty. Of course he didn't. He said, I got 900. He said he had 900 plus subs. All right, so why you on my page then? The fuck? And then even then, it's like you only got like 300 more subscribers than me, bro. Like you act like you laughing a nigga or something. Like fuck out of here. Fuck he talking about? But anyway, the real deal. I see your subs going up. Keep going. Appreciate that, homie. Thank you. I'm doing my best, man. I'm just trying to stay consistent. Best Mexican versus Mexican fight you seen? For me, Eric Morales versus Barrera. Yeah. That was a banger right there. That was a banger right there. Yeah, I gave him the link. Then he started talking about subscribers and shit, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. You having more subscribers than me, but you can't talk boxing like me though. You got all them more subscribers than me, and you can't talk boxing with me. So what you trying to say? We can talk about anything about boxing. We can talk about history. We can talk about today. We can talk about whatever you want to do, pound for pound, whatever. You can't talk boxing with me, bro. So I really don't care what you talking about. Yeah, you're a weirdo. But anyway, yeah. So just to wrap up the whole Navarrete-Valdez thing, sometimes skills don't pay the bills all the time. Sometimes it don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes they like I heard Max Kellerman say this. Sometimes a good big man could be the great little man. You know what I mean? I just felt like he had a little bit too much for him. I think the size played a big role in why Valdez wasn't able to, you know what I mean, do what he had to do against Navarrete. Navarrete is huge, bro. That he got the volume to match it. So he just and he has a lot. He was a lot more rangy. You know what I mean? He was able to absorb them shots that Valdez was hitting him with. It was just all around bad for Valdez. He didn't really have no answers for Navarrete's style. You know what I mean? Another thing. Let's see. Let's really get into this, man. I don't know if you guys checked it out, but shout out to Lil Giants Boxing. Shout out to Lil Giants, bro. He came out with an interview. And what I like about Lil Giants, too, is that he'll take a Spanish interview and then translate it and then put it in the closed captions for people who don't understand Spanish to read, which is pretty dope, man. That's real considerate of his subscribers. So shout out to Lil Giant. He did an interview with Eddie Reynoso. And they was talking about like exactly what the plan was with Canelo. Like, we know he's gonna fight Jermell Charlo, but what are y'all really looking at? And Eddie Reynoso made it clear that he's not only going for Jermell Charlo, they going for Jermall Charlo too. You know what I mean? So considering the fact that it's a 3-fight deal, that's 2 of the 3 right there that they looking to make. So Jermall. So who's the third fight? That's all I want to know. Who's the third fight? And you know this deal, Al Heyman cannot let this slide, bro. You already letting 2 out of the 3 fights slide. You got 3 shots to take. And you already know that 2 of them dudes already have an uphill battle. So that third fight has to be Navarrete-Benavidez, man. Y'all have to make that fight happen for the culture, bro. Y'all have to make this fight happen. Y'all cannot, Al Heyman, PBC, TGB, whoever's involved with this, y'all cannot let Canelo slide out of this deal without fighting Navarrete-Benavidez, man. That's the fight that we really want to see. I think WBC is already putting shit in play with making Canelo faces mandatory. I think it was like March of 2024, whatever the situation is. So if they mandate a March and he usually fights in May, that'll give them a good 8 weeks to prepare for that fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's real intriguing to me, man, how Eddie Reynoso just told you. He just told the people 2 out of the 3 fights is already being made. Already. It's already made. And I just find it crazy that his first fight, he's making somebody move up 2 weight classes. And then his second fight is going to be a dude who's going to have to move up 1 weight class, in all honesty, and hasn't fought in multiple years. He hasn't fought in like 2+ years. And even in that, his last performance wasn't even all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally struggled that later half of that fight against Montiel. You know what I mean? So it's like, why I think that it's clear to say that Canelo at this point in his career, he feels like he's accomplished everything he has to accomplish. So now he's just looking for the highest reward with the lowest risk. I think that's obvious. I think that's pretty obvious at this point in his career. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to make the fight happen, big bro. This fight is long overdue. I agree that it's long overdue, but it's like they have the opportunity right there to make that happen. So if PBC and Al Heyman fumbles this deal where they're not giving the fans the ultimate fight that they want, but they just let Canelo get 3 easy fights and then just skate off back to the zone with Eddie Hearn and them, they failed. You know what I mean? You know that meme, be like, you had one job. Y'all literally have one job right now to make one of the biggest fights in boxing happen, especially amongst the Mexican community. Y'all cannot mess this up. Damn, there's a whole lot of comments. Okay. Navarrete got dropped by Wilson, had a 30-second count. Yeah, I recall that. That fight is exactly why I'm picking Jermell. I highly doubt Reynoso will make any changes for Canelo's game plan. Same old pressure with big telegraph hooks. That's how Canelo's been fighting ever since he moved up to them higher weight classes. He's been coming up with the high guard and walking you down. And once he gets you against the ropes, he rips some hooks and then resets. You know what I'm saying? And then try to drown you late because at them higher weight classes, Canelo's gas tank is very limited. So what he does is he carries his conditioning. Says his conditioning isn't like the best. He carries his stamina into the later rounds, and then when he got a few rounds left, he just emptied the whole clip on you. And usually that's enough to get you up out of there because you already been tired from all the pressure he's been putting in the early and mid rounds. Benavidez retiring Canelo. That's possible. That's possible. Yeah, I gotta make sure notes get unblocked from Southpaw channel. I'm gonna talk to Southpaw about that. I'm gonna hit him up right after this. Damn, I hit 21. That's crazy. 21. Could you do something for me? Oh no, I'm back down to 20 talking shit. But Stop Motion MMA back in the building. He says, who do you think is the best at 140? That's a great question. We got to look at the champions, right? Before we assess who's the best, we got to look at the champions right now. Subriel Matias, Rolly Romero, Teofimo Lopez, Regis Prograis, right? Out of the champions, in my opinion, is between Teofimo and Subriel. So to really get this true answer, these guys is going to have to fight each other. But then we also got people that's coming up right now. We got the Ryan Garcias, which I'm not saying he's the best because that wouldn't be true. And then we got the Devin Haney's, who has the potential and the skill set to take over the division. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan. You know what I mean? I got my own reasons behind that. But in all honesty, I think he's fully capable of beating a Regis Prograis. I think he's fully capable of beating a Teofimo Lopez. I think he's fully capable of beating a Rolly Romero. I think it's a little sketchy in the Subriel area, in all honesty. But he could possibly outbox Subriel if he's able to deal with that man pressure. You know what I mean? So when Devin Haney come the best in the division? Possibly. Is Subriel the best? Possibly. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's some talented guys up there. And I could speculate all day. In my opinion, I probably give it out of the champions, it's probably Teofimo. You know what I mean? Or maybe Subriel. But now Devin Haney's coming into the division, so is it him? We won't know until he fights. So we could guess and speculate all day, but until they fight each other, we won't have an ultimate answer. That Asian homie in a hype job gave him time. I don't know what you talking about, bro. I don't know if you talking about anyway. I don't know what you talking about. I'm from Toronto, Canada. Shout out to Toronto. Shout out to the Six. Mark D. Bay, just subscribe, fam. Southpaw sent me. Yeah, bro. Southpaw the man, bro. He the reason why he's been my biggest supporter, man. He's a big reason why my channel is doing what it's doing right now. I'm real thankful for that, man. You know what I mean? Big Cup of Joe, salute. How do I feel about Boots Ennis versus Terrence Crawford? I think that's a great fight, but obviously Terrence Crawford not worried about that fight right now. He wants to move up to 154 pounds and hopes to become a 3-time undisputed champion. He's more intrigued with either the rematch with Earl Spence, as he's contractually obligated to do, or that big fight against Jamel, with a possible Tim Tszyu fight, in all honesty. I think from a stylistic standpoint, it's a dangerous fight for both of them. You know what I mean? Both of these guys possess power. They're both explosive. They both, I think Boots is slightly more elusive. I think that they're both real athletic guys. I think the Boots is, I think he edges him in that department as well. I just think that Boots is an athletic phenomenon. You know what I mean? He reminds me of a young Roy Jones. You know what I mean? That's exactly who Boots reminds me of, with a little bit more, being better a little bit in the technical department. That jab that Boots displayed against Romain Vila was A1. You know what I mean? I don't know who this is right here. I don't know who this guest is right here. We're going to let him in, though. Let's see who he is. Yo.
Yo.
What's going on?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, all right. So what's
Yeah.
going on?
Where you from?
No, I'm from Philly.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? What's your thoughts? What you want to talk about, man?
I don't really know, man.
What happened?
You hear me?
What happened, bro?
I said, what you say?
I said, what you want to talk about today? What's on your mind?
Shit, bro.
Okay, the fuck? Bro, on my life, I ain't kick him out. Like, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Yeah, that dude name was Wawa News, and he sent me messages saying, let me get on. Well, chop it. Like, he wanted to chop it up. I gave him the opportunity to chop it up. And he just leave. All right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. But back to the Terrence Crawford question. I think they both threats to each other. But with Jaron Ennis, it's like the longer you make this guy wait, bro, the more dangerous he's going to be. Because all he's going to do is become more experienced. He's going to become more seasoned as a fighter. He's going to start to know himself more and more. And he's just going to get more confident. And Crawford is about to be 36 next month. So, you know what I mean? Boxing is a small window. And as you get older, it closes more and more and more. But hasn't taken much punishment. So, you know what I mean? He got some he got some time for sure. But let's not act like the reflexes don't start slowing down once we get into the mid-30s. You know what I mean? Especially for boxing. That's usually when people start to, you know what I mean, start being shells in themselves. So I think that it's a dangerous fight for both of these guys. I think that Boots is fully capable of beating Crawford, but I think Crawford is also fully capable of beating Boots. So I think it's a 50-50 fight. The experience may go in Crawford area, but maybe Jaron Ennis' skill set is able to neutralize that experience. We won't know. But I think it's a 50-50 fight that could go either way. I'm rooting for my guy Boots because I know Boots personally. I'm gonna show y'all guys right here. Look. Boots was kind enough to sign one of my boxing gloves. That's Boots' signature right here, along with his signature. And Jared Anderson. This big baby. Jared Anderson signed the top, and Boots signed right here. So I appreciate Boots for that. Real good dude. You know what I mean? And always been kind to me, bro. Really lived the lifestyle. He's a trainer's dream. You know what I mean? This dude, he grinds his ass off. You never got worried about if he putting in work at the gym or nothing like that. That dude grinds consistently. You know what I mean? And you don't got to worry about him cutting corners or anything like that. Boots can't cut off the ring. He wouldn't catch up to the Ukrainian. He couldn't catch up to the Ukrainian guy. Boots would seriously hurt Boots. I think you meant to say Bud. But who's to say that Crawford's going to run from Jaron Ennis? How do you know that Boots is going to have to cut off the ring? You know what I mean? Is Crawford really that mobile? Was he mobile against Spence? You know what I mean? Boxing 101 2 box. Mark, why was Tank so emotional after the Leo Santa Cruz fight when he hopped on the ropes, and what was he screaming? How the fuck would I know? How the fuck would I know what he's screaming, bro? I don't know what he was screaming. I wasn't there. But maybe he was emotional because he won. And some people get emotional when they win fights, especially in the way he knocked out the dude. Maybe he was just excited that he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz in that fashion. I don't know, bro. Everybody react different to the shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how to really answer your question. I don't know what he was screaming. Maybe the nigga was excited because he just put a fighter to sleep. Tank is usually real celebratory after his fights, though, so that's not really like out of his character to do. I don't understand what that question was really about. That Karen dude ran like a track star against Boots. Maybe he felt Boots' power and was like, man, I gotta get away from him. You know what I mean? Would you really trade with Boots? You know what I mean? He just wanted to fight and was happy. That's what I'm saying. It was a crazy knockout. Like, you see what I'm saying? I don't understand what that question was about. Look at Bud versus Victor Postal. Good movement. Bud ain't going to exchange with Boots. He's going to box circles around Boots. Bro, that's crazy because I had brought that up in a previous video when I was trying to make my prediction against Earl Spence. I was saying how he needs to show movement like he did against Victor Postal and set traps and stuff like that. But did he do it? No. Bud has not shown legs in a lot of his fights. I don't know if it's because he doesn't really need to or because his legs have gotten slower as he's gotten older. We don't know. But in all honesty, I don't really see Bud taking that approach, man. Bud is that type dude that if you touch this man prior to you hit him with a good shot, he coming to go get it back. He's not going to be doing none of that running, bro. I highly doubt he's going to be mobile against Boots. I think that he's going to try to time him with his jab and, you know what I mean, and start just picking his shots and timing them. I think that's the approach he's going to take because that's what he's shown in all his recent fights. That's what I think. Yeah, bro. You could get on. Mark D. Bay.
Hey,
yo, what up?
All right, man. Hey,
what's up?
First and foremost, man, I want to say congratulations on your channel, man. Like I mentioned in my comment earlier, Southpaw sent me, man. You know, I'm a huge fan of Blood. He funny as hell, man. The funniest boxing channel on YouTube. This cat, something else. But nah, what I wanted to chop it up about real quick, man, is Devin Haney at 140, man.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just setting up.
No, you all good. I've been saying for a while, man, I think Devin Haney was a little scared to go up to 140. Like, he was between a rock and a hard place, right? You stay at 135, Tank gonna get you. Shakur gonna get you. One of those. He don't really want to fight either one of those, to be honest, right? But at 140, it's some real monsters up there, man. Except for Rolly. Rolly trash as hell. Like, we all know that, right? Like, how this man got a belt when the old man was whooping his ass, I have no idea. But whatever.
Yeah.
It was set up for him to win, right? Whatever. But Teofimo Lopez, I really don't even know why he didn't fight Devin Haney at 135. But as it stands today, I think Teofimo will wash Devin Haney, right? Regis Prograde, I feel like when they fight, I'm praying that they actually fight, right? Because there's been some discrepancies with the fight date or whatever like that. But I'm praying they fight. I feel like Regis Prograde will knock this man the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Regis knocking out Haney?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Right. Only because unless Haney gains some sort of power when he go to 140, right? He probably been draining himself at 135. So in my mind, there's a chance that when he go up to 140, he might have a little more power than he had at 135, right? Because he's less drained. But I doubt it. I think Regis Prograde gonna knock this man out. Like, yeah, that's just my opinion, right? And then the elephant in the room that nobody seems to like to talk about.
I know you're talking about Subriel.
Subriel. Oh, man. Subriel Matias, man, I think he gonna really, like, don't nobody want to fight him, man, for real. You know what I mean? Holmes is a monster, man. You know? And besides that, like, I don't know if you saw my comment a second ago, man, but Richardson Hitchens, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I done seen a couple of his fights. He a dope fighter, you see what I'm saying? But in my opinion, he fight just like Devin Haney. Don't really have the power like Devin Haney, right? But they box the same way, but I feel like Richardson Hitchens does a little better than Devin Haney. You see what I'm saying? So in my mind, I don't really see Devin Haney going up to 140 and becoming a factor like he was in 135. You know what I mean? I just think the people at 135, he was real skilled at that particular division, but in 140, it's a different animal. And then you got cats like Gary Antoine Russell. It's not a game. You know what I mean? So I know that was a bit long-winded, man. I'm sorry, but
no, you good, bro.
What's your thoughts on that?
You made a lot of valid points, but in all honesty, I think 140 is the most dangerous division to be in right now.
For sure.
I honestly think that's because you named all of them. When we talking about the champions, we talking about Rolly. He's not a dangerous dude, but he's a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's dangerous, but he's just not like he's not top tier is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Rolly, Teofimo, we got Subriel, and then we got Regis. Dangerous guys. Then you start looking at the Richardson Hitchens who's about to fight Montana Love. I guess Montana Love is in the mix too.
Yeah.
We got Gary Antoine Russell. There's names, bro. There's names, and you got to be real careful when you're stepping into that division. You know what I mean? Devin Haney, he's struggling to make 135. He's not going to be there too much longer, and he even said it himself that he doesn't want to be at 135 unless it makes sense. He threw Shakur in what I thought was a bullshit offer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he knew that Shakur low-key wasn't going to accept it. Sure. I think that he really wants to pursue this fight with Regis because he see holes that he could possibly exploit with Regis Prograde. When you watch that fight against that dude that he had fought, Zarilla, yeah. Thank you for that. He was very, very economical with his punches. Regis is a big puncher, and he can stop a fight real early if he catch somebody in the right spot. But maybe Devin Haney's looking at it as I could keep him at the end of my jab. You know what I'm saying? I could outbox him. I could set traps, give him legs. You know what I'm saying? Give him some movement around the ring and outclass him for 12 rounds. That's how he's looking at it. I'm telling you right now, that's exactly how he's looking at it. Because if he didn't think that he could do that, he wouldn't even be that. He wouldn't even be that motivated to be calling out this program. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You notice how there's other champions in the division, but he's hell bent on fighting Regis. Not only, and I don't think it's just because it's a WBC world title. I think it's because, like I said, he believes that he has the skill set and the ability to outbox Regis, and that's possible.
Sure.
That's possible. If Regis sits there and tries to play tit for tat with Devin Haney and play it to his style, that could be a 120, 108 scorecard. You know what I'm saying? Regis Regis is very dangerous and is capable of really putting it on Devin Haney if Devin Haney sits there and tries to exchange with him. Devin Haney does get greedy at times.
Yeah.
Devin Haney does get greedy and he likes to let his hands go. He stays in the pocket a little too long. That's not something you want to do against Regis. You're going to have to touch him, pop, and then get out of there immediately and make Regis reset. You know what I'm saying?
With that left hand, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you see, and then something that I've noticed with with Devin Haney is that when he goes against southpaws, when he fought Jojo Diaz and when he fought Lomachenko, he's not as effective with his jab. I even saw like statistics where Jojo Diaz, who's not even a jab first kind of fighter, doesn't really even have a jab. Outlanded Devin Haney in the jab department, which I thought that was real odd because in my opinion, I think Devin Haney has one of the best jabs in boxing. For sure. So to see him be so hesitant to throw it against southpaws, I don't know if that's because he doesn't he's discouraged to throw it because it's coming, the shots from southpaws coming from a different angle. I don't know exactly what it is, but there is some problems there. Also, he's very susceptible to getting hit by that overhand left by southpaw, and that's not a shot that you want to get hit with against Regis Prograis. Right. So that's a dangerous fight. It all depends on how he approaches it, in all honesty. But Devin Haney's in a tough division, man. This isn't going to be like that shortcut, the undisputed that he got because you know he was given the WBC title because Loma got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And then he just got the other belts off of one guy. He's gonna have to get every single belt off of. There's 4 different champions right now. Yeah. So you gotta go through each guy unless they unify before he gets to them. He's gonna have to go through each guy, and this is gonna be a way tougher journey if he's looking undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna have to go over. He's gonna go if he wants the IBF. He gotta go see Subriel. Yeah, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. We've seen guys like Malik Hawkins try to box. Stuff like that. Man, bro wasn't taking that shit for an answer, bro. He was.
I saw that fight, man. I was like, damn. And listen, and Hawkins was doing decent in the beginning. Yeah. Nah, dog. Listen, he walked him down.
Yeah, he was stunting on Subriel in the beginning. He was getting some shots off, but that pressure and that volume that Subriel puts out there, he punches hard, man.
I was just about to say that, man. That man
people that have sparred Subriel in Puerto Rico, that kid, they said that dude's power is legit. You know what I mean? He done killed somebody in the ring.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
He's relentless. Yeah. And I think that people know that. Yeah. So they understand that he's a threat. So they're not going to talk about him so much. You know what I mean? Even Regis doesn't really even like to speak on Subriel or like that. I've noticed in previous interviews and stuff.
A lot of people don't. I noticed that they don't mention him very much when they talk about the 140 pounders, right? And Regis is my favorite at 140 pounds, right? He's my favorite. But after watching Subriel Martinez, man, it's like, damn. I got one of his fights on Showtime, man. His most recent fight where he won the IBF against Ponce. Man. When I began watching that fight, man, I thought Ponce was going to get him because Ponce came out hitting hard than a motherfucker. I was like, damn. But Holmes is able to withstand, Subriel, he able to withstand them attacks. And if he can withstand the way Ponce was hitting him like that directly, Devin Haney don't got a chance against that, man. You crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? He gonna wear you down. And when he start hitting you, man, this kid hit hard as hell, man. You know, so yeah, man. So I just wanted to touch on that, man, because Devin Haney, Southpaw, the only one make me feel funny about, liking Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney, he's not my favorite fighter in the world, right? But I'm still a fan of him still because he is skilled or whatever like that. Southpaw be going in on this boy. I be like, damn, am I a Devin Haney fan? I don't know, man. Hold on, man. Nah, I don't be wanting to comment on those videos, man, that he do, man. But Devin Haney's just, but at 140.
I respect Devin. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I'm able to I'm able to separate the two. Like there's fighters that I don't like that I respect for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm not a big fan of him, but I respect his hand. You know what I mean? Because Devin a lot of people are not gonna be able to beat Devin Haney. It's gonna take a certain kind of guy to defeat somebody like Devin Haney. You know what I mean? He's that skilled, and he has some great abilities that he takes advantage of. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I respect him. I'm just not the biggest fan of him. You know what I mean?
that's real. Yeah, and I'm the same way. I'm the same way, man. Especially after the Lomachenko fight. I personally feel like he did win the Lomachenko fight, but I mean just barely. And I mean barely. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the first fight I ever scored. I'm a new fan of boxing. I should have mentioned that too. I'm a new fan of boxing. I've probably been watching boxing, dog, for like the past year, maybe, right?
Okay.
But anything that I do, I'm super hyper in it, right? Like I'm a photographer, videographer. I got real good at that real quick. Super hyper in my endeavors with that. I make beats. When I was making beats very early on, 13, 14, people compare my beats to like Kanye West and Dr. Dre when I was like 15, 16 years old. So anything I do, I'm super hyper in it. Boxing, I just got hip to it last year, and I've been stuck on it. Like boxing, everything, all day, every day. I'm watching classic fights, all this type of thing. So I'm very hip to, the fighters and this and that. But what I noticed though, man, is just Devin Haney. He's super skilled, but he's like one of the most hated fighters in the industry. I don't understand why. You know what I mean? But when I watched that Lomachenko fight, it just, I don't know. He I ain't gonna say I lost respect for him, but I feel like he should have won the fight more decisively. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's the first fight that I ever scored, and I feel like he won 7-5. But I feel like it should have just been more clear from his skill set. Lomachenko, his age, this and that. But whatever. But and last thing I want to touch on, fam, because I don't want to hold you. I know you probably got people waiting in this and that. I'm not sure about Boots and Crawford, man.
What
Crawford. My favorite fighters is Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford, right?
Okay.
I picked Crawford to win the Spence fight before they even fought. It's like I got receipts all over the internet, right? I picked Crawford to win. But after watching that performance, I don't know about Boots, man. Boots, he got all the skill set. He got the power. Same thing with Bud. He got the power. He got the skill set. But what I think it will come down to is the experience. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Boots fan. I don't watch that fight with him and Villa over and over again. I'm not going to lie to you. Immaculate performance. You know what I mean? But after seeing that Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, that was the most dominant performance I've ever seen since watching boxing. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Boots will be able to really deal with something like that, man. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of on the fence about that. I heard somebody mention that in the comments, man. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick before I slide out. But what's your thoughts on it though?
What, in terms of them fighting each other?
Yeah, Boots and Crawford.
Like I said, man, I think both of these guys are threats to each other.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford just put on a master, like a dominant performance, most dominant. That had to be one of the most dominant performances I've seen out of like two elite guys.
Yeah.
In a very long time.
Yeah.
It was spectacular. Like his timing was amazing. Strong jab. His punching power, man. Like Terrence Crawford has it all. He's a highly intelligent fighter, who has. I think it's more the timing, man. Like his timing is just elite. And I think that's the reason why he's been able to get such great knockouts. Like when you analyze that knockout against Kell Brook, he just timed him coming in.
Man,
he timed him coming in, bro.
I watched that like 2 days ago, dog. I watched that like 2 days ago.
That was just like beautiful timing,
man.
With he timed Sean Porter with that uppercut that dropped.
Yeah.
His timing is top tier, bro. His timing is top tier. And that's what makes him so dangerous is that he could just off the cuff just hurt you with just any random shot. It could be going in the other person's direction. I can see Boots winning a couple rounds and then just getting hit with a sneaky shot and the fight being over.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Boots presents a little bit of a different obstacle than Errol Spence. I think that he's defensively more gifted than Errol Spence.
Yeah.
I think he's more elusive, more athletic. I think his twitch muscles are a little bit faster. So I think that I think the speed will give Crawford some problems, similar to how Gamboa's speed gave Crawford problems in their fight. I think that Boots speed will present some problems to Crawford as well. But
you got that youthful speed.
Yeah, he got that. Yeah, and his bro, I've been in the gym with Boots, bro.
Yeah,
I like I said, I've seen this dude spar people who are world champions at a particular time and just embarrass them.
Yeah,
guys wearing higher weight classes than him. Like I've seen him stop 168-pound guys, cruiserweights. Like Boots is a different kind of fighter,
right.
And take somebody special. I think that they have to give him an opportunity because I think that only the top guns are the only ones that could present some problems to Boots. Any B-level fighter is not gonna beat Boots, bro.
Right.
Like them dudes at 147 that's in the top 10 not gonna beat him. It's either going
I want him to fight Keith Thurman. I want him to fight Keith Thurman so bad because I know he'll knock Keith Thurman ass out, man. Listen, I don't like Keith Thurman, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That goes back to what you were saying earlier about you respect certain fighters, but you're not necessarily a fan. I don't like Keith Thurman. I respect what he done did. I don't like this man, dog. He's so fucking lame, clout chasing ass, like blood. I don't like him. And Boots, I met Boots and Bozy when they came to Atlanta one time because I got a homeboy who boxes and shit like that. He a pro boxer on the lowest of levels, but he my dog. And they came to Atlanta a few months back and shit. And I'm doing the photo video shit for my homeboy, and I met them, man, real good people. But man, Boots, I feel like he'll stop Keith Thurman easy. I want him to fight somebody like that.
That's the exact fight that Boots needs because if he stops Keith Thurman, that'll definitely send a message out to the division. That shit would just make his stock just rise up even more. Up
there, for sure. Hey, Mazuma fam, I ain't want to hold you too long, man. I appreciate your time, family. I'm gonna definitely tune in, man. Like I said, I just subscribed, man. Watching Southpaw. He mentioned you probably a week or two ago, man. I was supposed to subscribe then, but I was just on the YouTube right now. So I said, let me tap in the fam. Let me sign in because I seen a live with you and him earlier. So I was like, boom, let me jump over there real quick, man. So keep doing your thing, man. Good luck with the channel, fam. I'll definitely be tuning in.
Oh man, maybe we could do this more often, man. This was a good talk.
No, for sure, and I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I think I offer a unique perspective only because, like I said, I'm a new fan of boxing. But like I said, I'm zeroed in on it, man. I've been watching, like I said, all the major fights and this and that. Seeing who is who in boxing, who the factors, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's do it again, fam. If you want to have me on, let me know.
Yep.
All right, family.
Thank you.
Next time, peace.
Yep. Yeah, man, that was a good talk. That was definitely good talk. You seen this motherfucking lame, the boxer update dude? I think he made another channel just to talk shit again. Some miserable motherfuckers in this world, man. Some real miserable dudes. But yeah, like who was that guy? You said get me on. Go ahead. Click that link, man. You ain't see that link I had up? Yeah, that was a great talk. That dude, for him being a new boxing fan, that wasn't he definitely spoke real well. Cause usually I could tell when somebody like just starting to watch boxing. I could tell somebody when they like a real casual dude because they say like something stupid out their mouth. For him to only be watching boxing for a year, his talk was pretty dope. It sounds like he knows more than his experience says. Sounds like he's been watching boxing for a lot longer than a year. Yeah, I'll put the link again. I'm only gonna be on here like 10 minutes more. Let me see if I could. Let me see. All right, I just put it again. Y'all want to come on? Just we gonna chop it up a little bit more. That's about it. But Al Heyman and PBC cannot let Canelo get away with not fighting Navarrete-Valdez, man. They cannot let Canelo get away with that shit, bro. They already let you know who their two opponents was. Jermell and Jamal Charlo. He's going after the two twins. So that's 2 of the 3 fights being covered already. So that third fight, you cannot let this be nobody other than Navarrete-Valdez, bro. You cannot let this happen. You cannot let this happen, man. Please don't let it happen. We gotta put that pressure. We gotta put them pressure on these dudes, man. All this, I don't want to fight another Mexican. I represent Mexico and all that. Obama, what up? What up? What up? You know what I'm saying? But nah, I know it's real shit. Niggas just be chatting, bro. I don't be understanding that shit. Rhonda Orrell. I believe I said your name right. David-Benavidez is a beast. One of my favorites. He's actually one of my favorites as well. Ben Rodriguez is my favorite active fighter in boxing right now. My favorite fighter of all time, if you don't know, is Tito Trinidad. Look, we got a guest coming in, but my favorite active fighter is Ben Rodriguez, followed by David-Benavidez.
Yo, thank you for letting me come on, man.
Yeah, what's going on? Where you from?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
What up? Shout out. Yeah, I'm from Philly.
Yeah, so I was watching the Inoue fight, you know. I heard you guys you guys said he's a little hype job or whatever. But yo, I think he needs some more time.
I never call him a hype job. Me personally, I never called him a hype job.
Not saying you. I feel like he needs some more time, you know. He's a small guy. Give him a little bit more time, you know. But I don't know
more time for what
or whatever. But I feel like he's a good fighter. Going up in weight. As in going up in weight, like yeah, I feel like he's all right, you know. Like I know Southpaw was going off about it, but I'm like, bro, I feel like he's not taking in a way his skills is really there, you know. Like he's there, he's really there. What do you think?
Well, what I personally think about Inoue,
yeah,
I think that he's a talented fighter, man. I've been hearing about Inoue for years. Inoue is fast.
Inoue when he was 2-0.
What?
I was watching Inoue when he was 2-0, shit like that. Like he was 2-0. I remember I was watching Inoue. You know, he only had like.
I've been hearing about him since then. But what I think about him and how I assess him is he's fast, explosive, good power. And he has some skills, man. Like when I watched him fight Stephen Fulton for Philadelphia, so I was automatically rooting for him. But Inoue took control of the fight immediately. He showcased a great jab to the body. He varied his punches real well, explosive. And what's dangerous about Inoue is that he could hurt you with either hand, and he has killer instinct as well. Yeah. So if he hurts you, it's a strong likelihood that he'll finish you. You know what I'm saying? So it was a brilliant performance. He proved me wrong, and I don't necessarily think he a hype job.
Yeah.
I do think that I am some of like the things that he's been doing has been making me a little suspicious for my own reasoning. But I would like for him to come to like Floyd Mayweather said. I agree with 1,000%. I would love for him to come to the U.S. and really show that he's who he is. You know what I mean? I don't think he should be hiding in Japan all like that. I think it's time to make him a star in the States and just enroll in random blood and urine testing. I would like to see that.
Yeah. I think if Felton gets a rematch, I think Inoue finishes him in 5 rounds. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm keeping it a buck. And okay. My favorite fighter, my all-time favorite fighter is Manny Pacquiao. I don't give a fuck what no one got to say about that. My favorite fighter right now is Tank. That's my guy. You know, short people, we stand up. I box every fucking day. I do it. I wish I had someone like you in the gym to train me too, you know? But something that I do, you know? Like, so I try to like take bits and pieces of shit and try to work with it, try to work on my legs, you know, a lot of stuff. You know, I try, you know, but it's fucking hard too at the same time, you know, but I try.
No, boxing, this is what I say. Boxing the hardest sport in the world, man. So that's not something. And I tell all my fighters this too. My advice to you is to stay a student, man. Continue learning.
Yeah.
And never feel like I'm saying once you start getting good that you feel like you learned enough. Yo, bro, Floyd's still learning to this day. You know what I'm saying? So if Floyd's still learning, there's no reason why you shouldn't be learning. You know what I'm saying? That man
Try to learn
dominated.
from everyone.
He's still a student.
I try to
What was
learn
that?
from everyone, even the younger, the 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. I try to pick up everything that I can,
Yeah,
spar,
and that's
spar with
the thing.
bigger guys like 80.
You can learn off of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you can learn off of an 8-year-old. And if he throw a left hook, if he got a nice check hook, ooh, maybe I could take something from that. Oh, I like how the way he feint off that jab. Maybe I could take that. You can learn from everybody. You gotta stay observant, and you gotta have that willingness to learn. Cause like all the time, man.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not, then there's gonna be somebody who's gonna have that. What was that?
No, I said sometimes I get a little angry because there's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of discipline. Like you got to be committed. Sometimes I'm in the gym. I'm just like fuck, but I'm pushing myself. I'm pushing myself. Just trying to learn some shit. But harder
Yeah,
than
boxing.
people think. It's not about like fuck. Shit.
Boxing could be
Nah, bro, you
frustrating.
could punch all you want.
Yeah, boxing could be rough because it requires all of you, bro. It requires all your time. You're gonna have to sacrifice that party. You're gonna have to sacrifice the eating the fast food and the drinking and the women. You know what I mean? All the temptation, you gotta throw it away because if you cut any type of corners, that shit could cost you in the fight. So I understand your frustration. You know what I mean? I done been through it. You know what I mean? I done experienced it as a fighter, and I've experienced it even more as a trainer, just seeing how much my fighters sacrifice and stuff like that. And that shit, I had to sacrifice sometimes too, man. Boxing has really taken a lot of time from me and my family. Boxing has taken a lot of time from me possibly going on vacations, and I got a son right now, and he's not currently living with me at this particular time, but I'll go work at the bank for a few hours, and I'll be at the gym for a few hours, and then I only see my son for like 1 or 2 hours throughout the week, and he'll spend a Saturday with me. But boxing for you to really be great in this boxing shit, bro, you gotta sacrifice a lot of your time, and you gotta be okay with missing a lot of things. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. This is the hardest sport in the world. It's the loneliest sport in the world. So once you start to recognize that, and once you start to get okay with it, these things happen. And he left. But that was more of a message to y'all, you know what I mean? Boxing requires not half of you, not 3/4 of you, not 90% of you. This shit requires 100% of you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't give the sport what it needs, it's going to expose you every time. Every time. Like I said, my son's not currently living with me no more. I live in this apartment by myself as of right now. And I don't really get to. A lot of this time that I'm spending is either at my job or in the gym perfecting my craft because I understand that if I continue doing this, I could change my life forever. You know what I mean? So that's the approach I have for it. And in due time, they'll understand. He wrote, "Yo, thanks. I can't hear you. I'm sorry, brother. Thanks for letting me speak, though." Yeah, of course. Anytime. And shout out to Toronto, man. If you ever come to the U.S. and you happen to be in Philadelphia for some strange reason, slide by Pivot Boxing Academy, man. PIVOTT Boxing Academy. That's where we be at. That's where we be developing the craft. You want to get a session in, just let me know. You can work something out. If you ever on the East Coast, man. He said, "Tom would tell." Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think being on both sides of the spectrum, you know what I mean? Like being on the fighter side for the brief time I was. I'm going to tell y'all a little something about me. A lot of people don't know. I grew up, you know what I mean, with my father being a former fighter, you know what I mean? He was a trainer out of Joe Frazier's gym in North Philly under a trainer named Coach Sharon Baker. Coach Sharon was the first female boxing coach in Pennsylvania, who was well on her way into being in the Pennsylvania Boxing Hall of Fame. My dad was about to make his pro debut, got into a bad motorcycle accident and still suffers from the injuries that he sustained from that accident to this day. Because of that, he grew real angry with the sport, and he did everything he could to make sure that I wasn't involved in the sport of boxing. I played baseball, I wrestled, I played football, you know what I mean? And I just circulated between those sports depending on what the season was. But it was something about boxing that just continued coming to me. I found myself in different boxing gyms. You found me at Willie Torres. I was at a gym down 6th and Venango that was underneath a church. I always found my way. Boxing always found its way back in my life. You know what I mean? So one day, my dad decided to help this guy from a training aspect get ready for a pro fight. And I used to train out in a gym called Delco Boxing Academy out in Glen Olden, PA, probably like 10 minutes away from the airport. I used to take my little beat-up Corolla and drive a half hour on 95 every day back and forth. I did a few exhibitions. You know what I mean? I competed for a small amount of time after trying to convincing my father. You know what I mean? And then I ended up in May of 2019. I ended up being diagnosed with a chronic illness called ulcerative colitis. It's real similar to Crohn's disease. It's just ulcers in the colon. And if it's not, there's no cure for it. You know what I mean? That's something that I got to deal with for the rest of my life. But as a result, I had to give up the sport of boxing. I was depressed for a good amount of time off of that, just knowing that I wasn't able to truly, I was just getting started in this sport. I really felt like I was starting to come into my own, and my career was cut short real quick. So because of that, I didn't want to immediately give up on the sport. I spent a lot of time away. And I just started training people. And then slowly but surely I started to fall in love with the aspect of training. You know what I mean? And ever since then, I felt like, honestly, I'm a way better trainer than I was a fighter. And it's been going well, man. So I just felt like that small obstacle of me being diagnosed with that chronic illness helped me find my true calling in the sport. God don't make mistakes, bro. So it is what it is. That's my story. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people don't really know about me. This fucking dude, bro. This fucking dude right here. Now I see what these channels be going through with fucking goofies like this, who's made multiple channels. I just blocked 2 of his fucking channels. And he just continuously makes them. Like he is a different type of goofy that will never say that to my face, because if you were to ever talk crazy like that in my face, you will go to sleep. I promise you that. Or something might really happen to you where you won't be able to type on a keyboard again. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately, through like my own research and just figuring out exactly what the root cause of my problems were, I am in remission with ulcerative colitis. And I haven't really been experiencing much trouble. You know what I mean? I gained all my weight back. I've lost over 30 pounds, bro. From ulcerative colitis. I've been in and out of hospitals, blood transfusions, and everything under the sun I done been through. Near-death experiences, blood loss, just about everything you could go through. You know, I done been through it all, but fortunately, through my own research and just wanting to get better, you know what I mean? Especially when I found out I had a son on the way. I don't ever want my son to see that his dad, you know what I mean, in any type of weak moment. So that's what my current situation is. I'm healthy. I'm in remission, thank God. And hopefully, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah, he don't want to get on the link, bro. He don't want to get on the link. He a fucking goofy. So ain't no need for him to really speak. We gonna know he a goofy as soon as he open his mouth. Mark, were you in the streets as a kid, and how do you separate the streets to the gym and making the right choices? Well, growing up, I was never a street kid, man. Like my mom didn't play that shit. I had both my parents in my life. Now I know people with both parents in their life who still end up being in the street, but they were real strict. And my dad made it important that I wasn't in the streets and that I was always busy. Like I said, I wrestled, I boxed. I mean, I would box like here and there, you know what I'm saying? But I played baseball, and I played football. And I would just stay involved in the sport, so I wasn't really outside, really being bored and getting into anything stupid. As I got older in my teenage years, that's when I started doing like dumb things, you know what I'm saying? You know, taking people, like robbing people and stuff like that, allegedly, you know what I mean? And that's when I was in my high school years, and when my dad was, he was around, but he was getting into his little trouble as well. And I felt like that kind of threw me off. And I had my slight mishaps growing up, but for the most part, man, I always stood on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? And I thank God for that, man. Thank God I had two parents that didn't play about me, and God just looking out for me. I always felt like I was truly blessed. You know what I mean? Despite my mishaps. You know what I'm saying? He talking about you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a fucking clown. More subs plus views. I'm on top. All right, so why you here then? Because from what I understand, number one never worries about number two. So if you number one, why the fuck is you worried about number two? Like, why you worried about me, bro? Shit don't really make sense. You a real insecure dude. Real miserable. I think this is a similar question and I already answered. Streets of the kid, how you separate the streets from the gym. I never really had that problem, bro. You never boxed a day in your life. That's a fact. He never boxed a day in his life. Justice Perez, I think that's one of my guys from the gym. It's crazy how God has his ways to put you in your path. Mark, one of the top trainers in affiliate. Thanks to him, I got better as a fighter. Appreciate that, Justice. Thank you. I would love to work with Justice more. Hey, yo, what the fuck? This nigga is... Oh, no, you gotta go, my brother. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Bro, how do I remove this comment from my... Bro, what the hell is going on? Yo, these niggas wildin'. What the fuck? Yo. I should have got off already. This shit kind of crazy. No, he said, nah, but if I ever see this man, I'll make sure to do something. Yeah, okay. God makes sure to punish the wicked. I can tell he punishing you. I can tell he punishing you. For sure. Because you so fucked up in life right now that you on another nigga's comment section hating. You know what I'm saying? If you was really doing well in life and you had real shit, real positive things going on, you wouldn't be here right now, my brother. He's a goofy, bro. Keep talking. I'm going to just keep banning all your shit. New sub. Appreciate that. Rivera Frazier. Appreciate that. When Atif fighting, I have no idea, bro. Atif no longer trains with us for his own reasons. But I wish him nothing but the best. And I still think that he's very capable of winning a world title. I think he's still a special talent. Him leaving us doesn't change my opinion on him at all. Hopefully he finds what he's looking for and he continues making statements and becoming that new guy in the 175 division. Mark, I asked because Philly is a street type thing. You feel me? Well, I'm going to tell you this. I grew up in the Fairhill section of Philadelphia. That's known as Badlands in North Philly. Real crime-infested area along with drugs and one of the most violent neighborhoods, if not the most violent neighborhood in Philadelphia. I grew up in the same house my whole life. You know what I mean? I went to a public school that's right across the street from the gym that we have now. And I never really experienced too much, man. It's like in Philadelphia, if you mind your business and you're not really involved with the talking and just being around the wrong people, you usually be all right, man. If you to yourself and you just go from A to B, you're not really in here trying to like produce no type of negativity or anything like that, it's rare if something will ever really happen to you. You know what I'm saying? I've never been the one to really be out in the streets getting involved with people I know didn't have my best interest. I would go to school, come home. I'll go play whatever sports, come home, You know what I mean? I didn't really do too much. You never really see me sitting out on the corner, you know what I'm saying, or none of that. So Philly is a street type thing, but I'm not a street dude, so I didn't really go through any of that. How do you feel about the rematch between Bud and EJ at 54? I'm Dallas native, so I'm biased. Well, if him being weight drained is the reason why he performed like that in that last fight, then maybe 154 he could probably come off a little bit better. Maybe the fight will be closer. But I just think that Terrence Crawford, especially after that fight, he feels like he has Earl Spence's number. And it might be more competitive this time around, but I still think that Bud will get the job done. I was rooting for Earl initially, but after seeing that, it just seemed like they were skill sets apart. It just seemed like it was different levels. And when it looks like that and it's that one-sided, I don't really think there's any need for a rematch. I think that Earl needs to rest. And I don't think he should jump right back in immediately into the Bud Crawford fight because that could essentially hurt the rest of his career and maybe his health. Talk to Southpaw on how to's Mazuma. I don't know what that means, but I got you. I don't know what that was supposed to say. Bro, haters are just a part of the internet that indicates that you're on the right track. Yeah, I see. Shit kind of annoying, though. God damn. That dude just going out his way to make new channels. Just a talk. I was trying to get back on the link. I mean, you don't see the link? But I'm about to get off of here in a little bit though, so I ain't taking nobody else. Another live, another success. Don't worry about these niggas. Yeah, for sure, bro. This is the most successful live that I've had yet. So I'm thankful. This guy is a Haney. This guy a Haney fan. I don't know who you talking about. You ain't talking about me. As a promoter, what 3 fights am I making? Well, I'm gonna make Fury and Usyk for sure. Fury and Usyk. Wilder and Joshua. I'm gonna give you 5. Wilder, Joshua. I'm gonna make Benavidez, Canelo. Bivol versus Beterbiev. So that's 4. And then Jamal and Terrence. 5. Damn. But then you got Shakur and Tank. You got Tank and Haney. You got Haney and Shakur. Them 3, they can mix it up against each other. Shit. Damn, that's a lot, bro. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna give you 3. I'm gonna give you the 3. I'm gonna do. Shit. Damn, that's tough, bro. There's so many big fights in boxing I want to see. I'm gonna do Usyk and Fury, Benavidez, Canelo, and Jamal and Terrence. Those are my 3. Just like Baltimore, Philly and Baltimore are twin cities built by the same engineers. I did not know they were built by the same engineers, but I did hear that there are similarities between Philly and Baltimore. I don't have too much. I've been to like downtown Baltimore, but I've never been in the hood or anything like that over there. Yeah, I think it's Haney's dad on that account. Nah, if it was Haney's dad, he would have jumped on the live because he like running his mouth. So I doubt it. Earl don't have enough power for Bud. I think he got enough power for Bud, but the thing is, can he hit Bud? I don't know. Because you can have all the power in the world, but if you ain't landing that shit, then how great is it to have? You know what I mean? I feel you, Mark. I'm glad people like you exist. I appreciate that, homie. Thank you. Thank you. Pivot opened up and gave kids an outlet. Yeah, man. We definitely did. Shit, it gave me an outlet too. I didn't realize how much I love training people until Pivot opened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I liked it. I knew that I had potential to be something as a trainer, but I didn't really feel like I could really be as great as I believe I'm going to be until Pivot opened. About blocking trolls and adding wrenches. Yeah, bro, I got to do that. I feel like you a little emotional, Mark. Well, in what way? What you talking about? Everybody got emotions, so I don't know what you trying to say. Pivot gave kids that were being bullied, kids that want to get in shape, and kids that are struggling a place to feel welcome. That's all facts. Appreciate that, Tito. A lot of big fights to get made. Absolutely. Hitchison and Russell, that's a great fight. That's a great fight. Bud beats him again. I agree with you. What do you think about Wilder versus Ruiz? I think that Wilder would do really well against Ruiz. I think Ruiz would be looking to try to close the gap. You know what I mean? I would see him try to get inside and try to touch up the body. But in all honesty, I think that it was just a matter of time before Wilder landed that right hand on Ruiz. I've seen Chris Arreola land several right hands on Andy Ruiz. He even dropped Andy. So I believe Wilder's right hand is extremely accurate and it does a lot of damage, especially if he sets it up. He sets it up off of a good jab and blinds Andy Ruiz. I think that he could really put Andy's lights out. I think he's fully capable of knocking Andy out. I feel like Andy too small. Tank over everybody. That's possible. That's possible. Tank gotta take them big fights though, man. We don't know if he over everybody until he fight everybody. The fuck emotional. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what he talking about. I told this man a story about my life and I'm emotional. No, bro, I'm just telling you how I came up and what was going on with my life. You know what I mean? I was telling people, I was opening up to the people. It's all good. Another time. Yep, for sure. Sean Edwards, we on the same page. Mark, do you train a fighter who is too emotional? Bro, what is you talking about, bro? What's up with this emotional shit? But nah, I don't. To answer your question, no, I don't. Do I train a fighter who's too emotional? Nah, we don't do those, bro. Emotional fighters don't win fights. It's about who the smartest. Who's able to maintain their composure and get the job done. About being poised. I don't understand what's this emotional thing about. True. Is 24 too late to start boxing? Absolutely not. You got plenty of time. You young, and as long as you live in the fighter lifestyle, you'll be all right. 24 is never too late to start boxing. I got 30-year-olds that box. Facts. Never too late, my brother. Like Tevin Farmer said, never too late. That's for a reason. Do you think Tank could beat Stevenson? Yeah, I think he's fully capable of being Stevenson, but I also think Stevenson could find a way to beat Tank as well. I think that's a close competitive fight that could go either way depending on who the better man that night. Yeah, I think he is trying to troll me. I don't know why I don't even know why you're trying to even take that approach. I don't understand that. He on something. He definitely is. Skip over that clown. He trolling. Yeah, he is. That's some dude you had to lay hands to. This troll. Nah, facts. Yo, this nigga made another account, bro. What the fuck is this nigga like a fucking nigga like a roach? Like, how the way these niggas multiply and shit? Like you kill one motherfucker and then another one pop up. Like I don't know what the fuck going on with this nigga. Oh my God. He said you've been on YouTube since 2015, Goofy. Only been on YouTube for only a year. One vid over 300K and already 1K subs in. You just said in your one of your last comments you had 900. So you got 900 subscribers or 1,000 plus. You fucking dummy. You just say you had 900 subscribers because I said I had 600 and you say you had 300 more than me. So you got 900. Now you got 1K plus. All right, bro. Like, all right, I've been on YouTube since 2015. Yeah, nigga, like, what's your point? I don't understand, like, your angle. I'm not in competition with nobody. I don't give a fuck to be in competition with a nigga named The Boxing Update. You a cold bitch. I'm not tripping off you, bro. I promise you I'm not. And like I said, you would never say any of that shit to my face. You know what I mean? So I'm not tripping. Yo, he really did. He made another channel, bro. You know, like them, like like a starfish, like you would cut one of their fucking limbs off and they grow another one. That's exactly what's going on. Like I'm cutting this nigga's channel off my page, and then he just created a whole new one. Like how many channels you got, bro? How many channels you got? If you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. But I honestly don't care. Like, he not getting to me. Emotional is a big term in the sport of boxing. Okay. What's your point, though? Why is that like a constant theme with you? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Yeah. I don't know what type of time he on, bro. He big on emotions. He real big on emotions. Emotional is a big term in the sport of boxing. That's a big term for you. Because we wasn't even speaking on people being emotional or nothing. You literally brought that to the table yourself. Oh, man, don't do this, bro. I don't want to be the type nigga to start blocking people, bro. I already had to block this nut-ass nigga. Where the fuck he at? Yup, that shit right there. Yup. Cold turkey. This boxing update dude is a fucking goofy, bro. You can't win with them. They act as if the internet, everything. Who cares? Yeah, real shit. He said, that's the same person. Boxing 101, 2 box, and the boxing update. Yo, that might be true. As many channels as that man made, he probably is like logging out and going into different ones and shit. I wouldn't be surprised. It's funny as hell. Mm-hmm. But all right, y'all. I've been on live for almost an hour and a half. Because some fighters fight better emotional. I guess, bro. I guess. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in, watching. I'm on top. You're on top of my dick, nigga, so get off of it. It's fucking lame. I'm on top of your mom. How about that? But anyway, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to Notes, man, one of my biggest supporters. Shout out to Tito, who stood throughout. Shout out to Chris, who stood throughout. Been on here for almost an hour and a half. We definitely signing off. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. This was my most successful live to date. I'm very grateful for you guys who've been kicking and watching. I even brought some people on to kick it with me, you know what I mean? Letting them get their rocks off, whether I agreed or not. Let them speak their mind. So shout out to them, yo. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, comment, share, all that good shit, man. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob, and I'm out of here. Much love, y'all. Peace.